Hi there, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Famous Interviews with Famous People. I am your wonderful host, Devin Shotsky, and today we have a very special guest. We have actor, a bodybuilder, man, a politician.
Hello, Devin.
Hello. And the Governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Welcome, Arnold.
Nice to be here, Devin.
Now, should I call you Arnold or Arnold?
Funny. Ha ha ha. Arnold will do fine. Oh, Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Well, Arnold, you're from Austria originally, is that correct?
Yes, I am from a small town in Austria called Thai. It is where I was raised by my father, who was a police officer, and my mother, a housekeeper, as was custom for women at the time.
Now, what is Austria like?
Well, it's nice. There are not as many opportunities as there are in America, so that is why I come here. It is a nice country, filled with fields and cities and many just opportunities.
Now, I heard Austria is pretty much the same as Germany.
There are differences in Australia and Germany, lots of them. They are by no means the same country. They speak different languages. Germany has many more cities, while Austria has much farmland. It is like comparing Canada and America.
Yeah, Arnold, Canada and America are pretty much the same, only in America we have guns.
Well, Devin, Canada and America are very different places, just like Australia and Germany.
Sure they are, Arnold, sure they are. I think those muscles are cutting off the circulation to your brain.
I am actually very intelligent, thank you very much. I am governor of the state of California. And for 2 terms, I am active in politicals and businesses and very successful and intelligent.
Whatever you say, Arnold. Now, you were beat a lot as a kid, weren't you?
My father was a very strict man. He would hit me with the belt or the shoe or the baseball bat whenever I misbehaved. But it made me strong, Devin.
Yeah, he probably beat you because you're a dumbass.
Now, Mr. Shotsky, I did not come to this show to be insulted. I came to the show because the producer told me it was a serious interview show where I could answer serious questions.
Yeah, our producer, he lies a lot. Yeah. But since you're here, let's go get on with the interview. How did you get into bodybuilding?
Well, I was always active in sports as a child. And one day, I saw this bodybuilder in local theater and was impressed by him. My coach found me and started me on my training. On the lifting, on the bench pressing, on the squatting, on the pumping. And I enjoyed it a lot. I worked hard and got better and better and bigger and bigger. It was really a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it.
You know, Arnold, your brain is a muscle too. You could have worked on that.
Bodybuilding was unlike what you think of. Also works the brain. You have to be smart about it. You can't just go and pick up a bunch of weights and start training. You have to have focus. You have to have strength. You have to know how to work out, how to work on it, how to use the weights. Not everyone can be a bodybuilder, Devin.
Yeah, if Lou Ferrigno can do it, I'm pretty sure anyone can do it. Because Lou Ferrigno's about as dumb as a box of rocks.
Lou Ferrigno is a good friend of mine, Devin. And he is actually very intelligent. He uses his brain. And he goes into real estate and make good money doing that. And he plays that Hulk role. Arnold wanted Hulk role. But they said Arnold was too big of a star for Hulk role. But you should not make Arnold angry either, Devin. Because he has discipline, which he uses daily and is very intelligent.
Okay, Arnold, you've won numerous championships for bodybuilding. Which one was your favorite?
That would probably be the 1970s. Mr. Olympia. Became a champion of film directors. Filmed my training for pumping iron. We worked hard. It showed people how hard we bodybuilders work to keep into shape. I think the video inspired a lot of people to go into bodybuilding, to keep the working into shape. I think the video inspired lots of people.
Now what happened? You're not in that good a shape today.
I work out for half an hour a day, Devin. Now I'm not just bodybuilding anymore, but I am a good shape for my age. I work out regularly. I work hard. I stay in mighty shape.
Well, yeah, Arnold, I suppose for being 112, you are in pretty good shape.
I am not 120. I'm 63. And how many 63-year-olds do you know that can bend steel in their hands? Not very many. I am in great shape for my age.
Yeah, I prefer younger men, and I'm really not that into beefcakes.
Beefcakes? What, are you from the 70s? We prefer the term physical specimen. I am what?
Well, you did Hercules in New York when you first came to America. What was that like?
Well, when I did that movie, I didn't speak English very well. And I still had a very heavy accent. And when I did, it was very hard for understand. So they dubbed over all my lines in it. It was kind of a blow knowing they do that. So I worked hard and learned English better. And softened my accent so I could speak for my next role.
Yeah, you still don't speak English very well. I really can't understand you.
If you can't understand me, how can you always come up with a response to what I say?
Yeah, I just hear booba dabba doo. I have no idea what you're saying. I just respond with a question and hope you say something logical.
Well, I am sorry that I do not speak your language very well. I have very soft accent. Most people understand me very well. It is how I became the governor of California. I am sorry that you do not come of one of those, but maybe you are paid attention to what I am saying, you would understand me.
Well, you spoke in Conan the Barbarian, and you worked with James Earl Jones. What was that like?
James Earl Jones was a pleasure to work with. He was truly great, true professional. If I ever missed a line or he thought I could do better, he'd give me tips and pointers. He is an actor's actor, someone who works hard on his craft. Anyone can learn a lot from James Earl Jones. I especially liked him in that movie with the planes and the snakes. That is one of the greatest lines ever. Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane. Great movie, great movie.
Yeah, I love James Earl Jones' voice. I could listen to him all day. He's one ugly motherfucker, but I could listen to him all day.
He does have a great voice. I will agree with you there. Some people are just blessed with great genetics. Or they have those great voices that just resonate with people. Much like my own, Devin. It resonated with the voters of California. And next, it will resonate with the peoples of the world when I run for President of the United States.
You then started doing comedies with Ivan Reitman instead of action movies. What was that like?
Devin, action movies are easy compared with comedy. Comedies are hard. You have to have perfect timing, perfect response, perfect pitch. You can't just yell about the choppers. It is just so much work to try to be funny all the time. Action movies, you say a line here and there and do a fight scene. Or kill a lot of police officers without really being injured. Comedies, it's all about timing and precision. And putting up with thousands of little annoying children asking you questions about your tumors. You do not know how embarrassing it is, Devin, to talk about your tumors to little children. But all I can say is, it's not a tumor, Devin. It's not a tumor.
Yeah, it's good to hear, Arnold, that it was difficult for you, because you made it look very difficult.
I made it look easy. I was in great comedies. I was always on my mark, putting that little special pizzazz on the lines that made it work so well. I am a great comedian, one of the best. Right up there with other great comedians, such as Adam Sandler and Bill Maher and Jimmy Kimmel. Great comedians and great friends.
No, Arnold, you were mediocre in comedies. Though Kindergarten Cop was pretty good.
Thank you. I really loved doing that movie, and I am remembered fondly for that film. People really liked it. I really liked doing it. It was a lot of fun working with those annoying little brats of children.
Now, can you say put that cookie down?
I really don't think I need to say that. I mean, we have an interview to get on with.
We're not going on with the interview till you say it.
Put that cookie down.
Yeah, that was crap. Absolute crap. I mean, you could have at least tried putting some feeling in it.
Are we going to get on with the interview? I have a lot to do. I am the governor of California.
Fine. You were governor of California. Was it as hard as you made it look?
It is a very hard job. I work hard at it. Make California the better place to live and work. It was difficult but rewarding.
Yeah, you looked more confused than Bush did at press conferences.
I was never confused. Sometimes they throw a curveball at me, and I'd have to check notes or think real quick, but I was never confused. It was hard work, and always the questions, always decisions you have to make. I just followed my heart and did what I think was right.
Yeah, and you left California dirt poor, deep in debt, and a lot worse off than you found it.
I left California in great shape. You'll see, my policies in the long run are really going to help California and see it thrive. It is just a matter of time to make policies for the long term, and that is what I did.
You also slept with your maid.
Yes, I deeply regret doing that. I should never have cheated on my wife. I am very sorry for all of the harm I have put my family through and the pain I have caused to Maria, and I still hope to work things out with her in the long run. It was a mistake, and I ask for forgiveness every day from God and from Maria. This message prepared for you by the law firm of Crane, Poole, and Schmidt. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that part.
You had a freaking kid with her. A kid who was born just a few days after your youngest.
Yeah, it was a mistake, and I wish I had never done it. But once she was pregnant, I knew I had to do the right thing for her and for the unborn child, which I cared deeply about. I worked hard and supported her and my son, hoping to give them both a better life. I owed up to my mistake because it was the right thing to do.
No, Arnold. The right thing to do would have been to never have sex with her.
I realized that, and that I have made mistakes, and I took responsibility for those mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I am not perfect. I am only a human being, and every day I ask God for forgiveness and help in becoming a better human being and to not make more mistakes. Devin, I don't know why you're asking me these things.
No, Arnold. That's like if you had sex with me and then we adopted a kid together.
Would you? I mean, you are young and kind of hot.
No, Arnold. You're old and wrinkly and not attractive at all. I mean, at all. I think you drugged the maid to have sex with her.
I did not drug her. She had sex with me of her own free will. Because my muscles are like the drugs of the millions.
Sure she did. Then why did we find this date rape drug in your jacket pocket?
I don't use date rape drugs, Arnold. I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. If I need to rape someone, I have the physical capacity to hold them down and forcibly insert my penis into them. There is no one that can resist my might. I do not have to stoop to such low forms of rape as drugging them and then forcing my penis into them.
Oh, wait. Sorry, these are mine.
That's better. Now, any other questions to ask me?
Yeah, when are you and Stallone gonna hook up? Now, I see the way you two eye each other's packages.
Well, then I am leaving.
Okay, see you later. Well, this has been Famous Interviews with Famous People. See you next week.